Hi everyone, how are you? Happy Easter. I thought I would, don't worry about that, it's Oscar who wants to come in. I just wanted to touch base with you and just have a chat about a little post I put up yesterday, I think, about ebbs and flows, how we're supposed to have ebbs and flows, right? We're meant to, things are low and then things are high, it's the way it goes, it's like a wave. But what I wanted to say is, can we normalize for women and not feel bad about stopping and starting, right? It's like, I don't know where it came from, whether we're expecting that we're supposed to be fully, motivated the whole time, or trying to, I think it comes from rigidness and not being flexible. That's what it comes from. So thinking that you can't be flexible and you can't stop and start. And the reality is life gets in the way. Things happen, you can't continue. Maybe you thought you were going to join a gym, or you went once and you're still paying a membership. Maybe you, what else? There's lots of things, like especially for clients who come back after a while, they feel bad that they haven't come back, they're embarrassed, they feel ashamed, they think that there's something wrong with them because they couldn't stick to something, especially with, this is the stupid BS diet mentality, which is really bad, and that's what they've grown up with, that's what they've learned, and it's sort of like unlearning all that. So I think that's where it's come from, this idea that we can't stop and start, we can't have a break, we can't rest, we can't go back to something, or quit or change our mind, or because that'll mean something about us, that'll mean we've failed, right? So I wanted to say, stop feeling bad, because it's normal. It's normal to stop and start. It's normal to not stick to stupid bullshit. And that's why you don't stick to it, because it is stupid bullshit. Most of the time you might be following something that you did 20 years ago. It might be an old diet. It might be an old workout routine that you just can't do anymore, and therefore you just don't do anything. Or it might be that you just don't freaking have the time to do the things that you want to do. So you have to modify it, right? Everything has to be modified and broken into tiny little bits that you can fit into your world, right? Because if it doesn't fit, it doesn't feel good, and you're overwhelmed, you're not going to do it. And this is the thing about feeling bad. If you don't do it, you're going to feel bad. You didn't go for that walk, or you didn't go to the gym, or you didn't, go to that friend's party, or you didn't, not that many people are going to friends' parties at the moment, but you know what I mean? Like, if you change your mind, don't feel bad. And if you've had to stop and start, like especially my clients, there's always something going on with kids, COVID, work, health. There's reasons why we stop and start. So don't feel like you've got to be this all-encompassing superwoman that's supposed to push through shit and do it all, even at the risk of hating it, feeling shit, not liking it. I think that goes, not hating it, right? Hating it. Or being uncomfortable, or trying to push out of your comfort zone. I really hate that one too. Like, I think it comes down to the kind of, bro marketing thingy that we've got, this hustle where you've got to hustle and you've got to get out of your comfort zone. Well, most people won't. If you push them, they'll stop. And yourself, if you try and force yourself, you won't do it. It's not enjoyable, it doesn't make you happy, and it doesn't feel good. So don't fall for that stuff either. The old fall off the wagon trick, which is bullshit, because there's no wagon. Oh, I think I'm not sure if this is recording properly, because it's my phone storage just full. My battery's really flat. Hi, Steve. How are you? So I just wanted you to not fall for that old bullshit about the falling off the wagon, because there isn't a wagon, right? It's called life. You dust yourself off, you get back up. And you know what? If it wasn't working for you, it didn't suit you, find something else, right? So I just want you to stop feeling bad about stopping and starting, because everybody does it. Everyone has to do it, because it's life. I mean, let's face it, the last 2 years has been a total stop and start. So, for clients that say to me that they feel bad, or they feel embarrassed because they haven't been back for a long time, or, they just fell off the wagon, which is the constant kind of thing that they use. I tell them not to, it's normal. Don't feel bad. It's part of life. Things get in the way. That's how it is, right? So just dust yourself off, start again. Like, it's ongoing. You can start as many times as you like. You can stop and start as many times, but you will find if you don't choose something that makes sense to you and that feels good, you won't do it anyway. So don't make yourself try and stick to something you don't like, right? Find something you do like, or find a coach or someone that can help you be flexible, right? And move and ebb and flow, right? Ebb and flow. I think the saying was, the ebb is at the end of the new, like the rise of the tide, the end of the tide, right? So it means that there's a new wave coming, a new change coming. And I really love that saying. So even if you are on an ebb, you know, there's a new wave coming, right? There's a new flow coming for you. Just get your breath back, get your composure back, work out where you want, what you want to do. And if that didn't work for you, whatever you were trying to do and you couldn't do it or whatever, or just create the new routine, find something new. So I just want you to say, there's so many things we feel bad about. Stop feeling bad about stupid stuff. I like the stupid shit, right? It's not important. What's important is that you work out what you like doing and you make it doable, right? So that's something I am really big on, is making it doable, make it tiny, make it fit somehow. And let's face it, we have to keep moving. We are designed to move. We have to keep healthy and fit, especially now, especially as we're getting older. Like there's just, you know, we just have to make it work. And so if you're not sure about how to make it work, drop me a line and we'll chat about what your week and day looks like. And I know women are busy. I know that they're crazy, busy, time, you know, they've just got no time. But there is always something you can do. And we're not asking, you know, like this. I just think that's the other thing. We get stuck on thinking we have to do an exercise or we have to do exercise. That's the only way to be healthy. But I hate, you know, and then they think, well, I don't have that time, so then I don't do anything. So I don't think that works either. So finding ways of being healthy in your day to solve the problem. You're not being healthy for the sake of it. You want to solve the issues. You want to sleep better. You want to have less aches and pains. You want to age in a way that you feel really good about yourself and confident. And you want to stop feeling bad about stupid shit, worrying about the, you know, things that don't matter, and wasting your time and energy on things that don't matter, right? Having confidence in yourself and self-worth, self-belief, all those things are paramount, right? So good for your work, good for your family, good for your relationships, good for your everything, right? Everything. What am I missing? Your life, your health? Good for your health, right? Get rid of the stress, reduce the overwhelm. It doesn't have to be that you have to exercise. So if you can't get to gym or you can't exercise for some reason, which I can honestly tell you, I have heard everything, I reckon, in the last 35 years. And there's always a way you can move, right? There is always something you can do, no matter injuries, amputee, knee replacements, hip replacements, you know, tennis elbows, RSI, what else? What other kind of injuries? Back injuries, disc injuries. Not suggesting you should exercise when you're injured, but I'm saying there is always a way to get healthy, right? So even if you've got some limitations, doesn't mean you can't do something, right? And so again, if you're feeling bad about all these things and you think that the only way is that you can do, you know, the only way to get healthy is to do weights or get to the gym, but you can't afford the gym, or you hate the gym, or you hate exercising, or you can't walk far, or you can't, I don't know, come up with other reasons why you can't. There's lots of ways. So just be ready for those ebbs and flows. Wait till they pass, because we all have low, I mean, especially now, mental health is just probably the top priority, to tell you the truth. If you don't feel like exercise, you're probably not going to feel like anything else either, right? Like that's not the way to get healthy. If you are not sleeping, you know, down and out, no energy, sad, you know, there's some other big things that have to be fixed. Your exercise or your weight is not the thing that we need to work on to start with if you are unhappy. I will say that, right? That's the last thing. I don't care about your exercise if you can't get out of bed, or you can't get yourself off the couch, or you are just, you know, flat. like there's got to be more to it, more to life than that, right? It's not about the exercise. It never has been. It's about your vitality. It's about your well-being, your happiness, your health, your energy, your contribution, right? How do you work? How do you look after your family if you are down and out? Like, yeah, there is some big things that possibly could be looked after before the exercise. The exercise are the things that you do, yes, to get healthy, but in a way that doesn't harm your health or your hormones more. Because if you're already stressed out of your brain, the last thing you need is full on, someone pushing you out of your comfort zone, pushing you to do something that you're worried that you're going to hurt yourself, pushing you to do things that are too hard for you for the level that you're at, or the ability or the confidence, right? How do we build the confidence up? So I guess I've just gone on a total different rant, but you get my gist, right? So ebbs and flow, normal. It's okay to stop and start. It's okay to change your mind, choose something different. But you have to know, what's good for you, what will work for you. What actually, forget work. It doesn't have to work. You just have to turn up and show up. That's it. That's it, right? Do something, go for a walk. That's all you have to do. It's got nothing to do with results, right? I think that's the other thing we can normalize is take that out. It's to do with feeling good. Do what feels good. Don't tie it to a weight loss goal. I really don't want you to, because I've heard many women say to me that. Or if you're a numbers person, they're measuring by scales. Fitbit's okay with steps. You can measure it by steps, as long as that you don't become a bit obsessed about that. Like some people are competitive, and then they get kind of worked up if they haven't reached their goals, and then they go longer and injuries happen and all that kind of stuff. So numbers are not necessarily the best way to measure health and progress. Your energy is how you wake up in the morning, your moods, your sleep. The food you're eating is probably a really big indicator to your moods as well. Like the weight comes from the stress and from not taking care of yourself. If you're not doing those basic things, then let's talk about that. What is in the way of that? Why aren't we doing the basics, right? So I hope that all makes sense. I just wanted to, because someone said to me they felt really bad, and they do a lot. They say it a lot, that they felt bad because they haven't been exercising. Honestly, there is bigger fish to fry. That is the cherry on top. That is the tool, for sure. That is a tool. There are other tools, right? There are other ways of getting healthy. And depending where you're at on that, ladder of what you want out of your life, how you want to live, functioning well is really, really important. On how you want to show up every day, how you want to live, how you want to feel is probably more important. Like I said, the exercise is a tool to get there. It's not the thing. And I want you to look at the real problems. Like, I won't go into all the details, but like women are looking at the wrong things. That's what I will say. Women are looking at the wrong things. They're not looking at the things that matter. They're not looking at the real issues. And that's probably where I help the most, is go, right. And I'm pretty honest. You probably already know that. I'm pretty honest, straight down the line, no fluff. If you want to know, I'll help you work out exactly what's going on and why it's going on. And then we put in place some things to change that. Yeah? Things to fix that. All right. Okay, so I think I'll go. I hope that was helpful, and any questions or anything you're working on, anything you're not happy with, please stop feeling bad. Life is ebb and flow. Just go with the waves, wait for the next wave to come before you panic and worry that you aren't exercising, right? I know that's probably weird coming from me, but it's not, because I don't actually push myself that hard in that way. I won't force myself to do it. I did that for a long time, and I'm more interested in the overall well-being of me and my clients, not just that, right? Because I've done that and that didn't work so well. There was a few years where I wasn't very well, and I still pushed myself because I wasn't listening, right? I wasn't listening to myself, my body. I wasn't self-aware either, like I am now and like I teach my clients now, to be aware. Yeah, I was probably a bit crazy, and I just don't, I don't want you to feel bad. That's simple as that. I don't want women or men to feel bad, anyone to feel bad about stupid stuff like that. If the rest of their world is not where they want it to be, that's not the thing we hit up first, just so you know. We do move because we want to shift the funk, want to shift the energy. I want you to feel what your body feels like. I want you to feel strong and capable and confident, but that's not the only way. That's what I'm saying. All right. For the third time, I'll go. Happy Easter, everybody. Happy Easter, Steve. And I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye. I'll let the dog in. Bye.